Hello everyone, let me fix the fucking camera angle because it makes me look fucking short as hell. Let's see if it'll stay. There we go. Okay, anyways, welcome to another video. Today I figured we go ahead and talk about guitars. And the ones I don't like, actually. So, with that being said, this is just my opinion. If you have a guitar that I list in this video that I personally don't like, then that's your choice. That is your that is literally just your guitar. That's your opinion and stuff like that. Everyone else has their own opinion. They're all entitled to their own opinion. These are just my opinions to these guitars, and I just don't like them for my specific reasons. With that being said, let's get straight into the Jackson Kelly. The Jackson Kelly is it's a type of Explorer shaped guitar, and this is coming from a guy who likes Jackson Soloist and Explorer shapes. The only Explorer shape that I don't like is literally the Jackson Kelly, and there's another one. It was a type of Schecter. Oh no, it was the Ghost Fret. I don't like the Ghost Fret shape. The Harley Benton is kind of the same shape, but I still like the Harley Benton ones. But other than that, I do not like the Jackson Kelly shapes. And the reason is because they feel like too much of a lead guitar type deal. If I was gonna get a Jackson Kelly, I would want it with a Tune-o-matic bridge. Because if you know me, I like Tune-o-matic bridges. I'm not really much on Floyd Roses, even though they're freaking fun. They are so fun. And with the both locking trem and stuff, I've actually got a guitar that has a Floyd Rose. It is a Dean ML. But the only reason why I got that was that way I can do the dime squeals, trademark Dimebag. And that was the only reason why I got it, was because that way I could do dime squeals. Other than that, I would never get a guitar with a Floyd Rose. It is too much work for me, let alone the tuning and everything is just a pain in the ass. It's a real pain in the ass. So, with that being said, moving on to Gibson Les Pauls. Now, before you say anything, I do like Gibson Les Pauls. I have a ESP LTD Iron Cross that literally looks like a Gibson Les Paul, but it's not. It's literally not. And I know for all y'all really big James Hetfield fans, and I'm including on this, I know James Hetfield had a Gibson Iron Cross, and that's what started the Iron Cross in the first place. I know that. But I really don't like Gibson Les Pauls. I like the Silver Burst. I like the old Black Beauties. But other than that, I'm not really a big fan of the Gibson Les Pauls. I've played them. One, not only because they're out of my price range, but two, they're heavy, they're thick, and the neck is like close to being a baseball bat. Like, I know the Dean has a C shape, but I can work with that because I've worked with different neck guitars, and my hand can adjust to whatever I'm playing to. Moving on from the Gibson Les Paul, we are going to be talking about there's another one. I can't remember specifically what it is, but it is another Gibson model. It was like the sister of the Gibson Explorer and the Gibson Flying V. I can't remember what it's called, but if you know what I'm talking about, please let me know what's called in the comments below. But I do not like those. To me, they're very funny looking. They're weird. And, don't get me wrong. I love weird shapes. I love all kinds of stuff. Like, I love a Flying V. I love a Gibson Explorer. I love those types of shapes. I love a DML. But whatever, I can't remember what shape that was, but whatever that Gibson type model is, I don't like it. It's not really my forte, and it's out of the question. Moving on, I'm gonna go with It's a Star guitar. I can't remember what brand it is. It could be for Jackson, ESP. I don't know. But I've seen Mark Murray from Guitar Guts. He's pretty cool. I suggest you go check him out. Um, I've seen Mark Murray him have a ESP Star guitar, and to me, I think they're weird. It's kind of like a different variation of the Dean ML, but I still think it's weird. I just still think it's really, really weird. It's a good, like I said, same thing with the Jackson Kelly. It feels like a very lead guitar player type guitar. Like, I'm not one to blame anyone here. Like, you got Jason Hook from Five Finger Death Punch playing an Explorer without a Floyd Rose. But at the same time, you also have James Hetfield from Metallica playing an Explorer, and he's not a lead guitarist. But that's what I'm saying. Is that you can have a guitar that could be like a lead player's guitar, but it could also be a rhythm player's guitar. I'm a rhythm player. I don't really preferably play leads unless it's harmonies. Sorry, I forgot my English there for a second. But for the can't remember what it's called. But for like all the guitars and everything like that, it's still pretty much all kind of it's all kind of wacky and stuff, and I'm just like, it's cool, but it's not for me. Next, we're moving on to. I'm gonna have to go with belly cut flying V's. So, what I mean belly cut flying V's, what I mean by flying V's, I mean I love all kinds of flying V's. They're all my favorites, but what I mean is like the Jackson Randy Rhoads flying V. That's the one I'm talking about. Reason for that is because I don't like flying V's that are not perfectly like the V part is not equal. I don't like one side longer than the other, and I don't like one being dwarfishly short on the other side, and I don't like that. I like the LTD Vulture. It's shorter on one side, but it's still pretty, long. It's still pretty balanced for a flying V. But a Jackson Rhoads is not really my forte. Again, another lead player. These are all lead player guitars. I'm not going on here saying like, oh, it's too complicated or yada yada. No, I'm not here to do that. If you prefer doing leads and you prefer doing all this types of stuff and stuff like that, that is you. You are a lead player. If you're not a lead player and prefer to be called a blues player, I don't care. You are what you make yourself to be. So, that being said, I'm a rhythm player. And when I'm playing harmonies, I mostly go for the parts that my favorite guitar players play. The only solos that I really know is James's second solo during the harmony, and then that's the only solo that I know how to do by myself that's not a harmony, besides Under and Over It by Five Finger Death Punch. And with that being said, I don't do mini solos. I don't like doing mini solos because it's not really my forte. And the only reason why I have a guitar that has a Floyd Rose on here is because it's very fun. A Floyd Rose is very fun. And I'm not saying a Floyd Rose is just a waste of time. No. A Floyd Rose is freaking awesome. I love a Floyd Rose because to me you can do my favorite technique, which is the dime squeals. And that being said, I'm just like, that's fucking awesome. I mean, it's really awesome. I love dime squeals, especially when I see like when I see guitar lesson videos, or if I see home videos for Pantera and stuff, when Dimebag's talking about dime squeals and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite things. The dime clinic, I can't pronounce it correct, or clinic Clinic, the Darn Clinic thing, one of my favorite things to watch because it shows how he plays, how he played and everything like that. And to me, I follow along. But for my last guitar, because I think I've already done like 4, maybe 3, I can't remember. But for my last guitar, it has to be, I can't remember what they're called, but it has to be the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Dean brand, and it has the horn like it does on the ML, but it has a round body on the bottom of it. If y'all know what I'm talking about, please let me know, because I educate me on everything, because I honestly don't even know what the fuck they're called. But I do not like those, because to me, the Dean headstock does not go with it. There should be no reason why it has a whole ass horn going out of the side like what it does for an Explorer and the ML. It also has that little curve right there that goes into the neck, but then it goes out to be a whole round body. To me, that's just too off. I don't like shapes like that. And I'm not saying whoever plays it and stuff like that is a piece of crap. I'm not saying you're a piece of shit. I'm saying you have good taste. I'm saying that's a good guitar. I'm not saying I haven't played it. All these guitars I have played before. And I can personally say I don't like them because they're not mine. I don't own a Jackson Kelly. I don't own a Jackson Rhodes. But I've played all these guitars before. And I can just say they're not my favorite. They're not. Trust me, I think it's cool that people can find, better interest than I do. Like, my interest is a Dean ML, a Gibson Explorer, and a Gibson Flying V. Or more or less for the Explorer, an ESP MX250. Like, the Explorer I have is not a replica, but it's painted the same way as a regular MX250. So, that being said, that comes to the end of our list. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope y'all can understand why, because I just feel like I need to get a video out to y'all, and I need to do something else other than just doing a guitar cover. And I have done sound checks and found better ways to record my guitar. Just the problem is I don't have a computer. I feel like I'm fixing to get one, and when I can, it'll be awesome. So then I'll be able to post out better videos. I'll be able to do all kinds of stuff. But the only thing that I can really get out to y'all with good sounding audio is just having my guitar recorded and nothing else. Like, you won't be able to hear me. You'll only hear the guitar, not the other music that's playing in the background. Nothing. You'll only hear the guitar. But when I get a computer, I'll figure out how I can do that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If not, let me know if you want me to make other types of videos, like, I'll run down through my year, or run down through any other times of stuff, and just go through guitars that I really either want, or just talk about guitars. But, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like. And if you want to see more content created by me, more guitar covers and yada yada yada, consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so that way you get notified of every video I make. Y'all have a good one, and I hope we can continue making great content, and I will see y'all in the next video.